Welcome, Mr. Mwachaj.
Good morning, everyone. Let's bow for a word of prayer. Our loving Father, we want to thank you for this gift of life and the wonderful morning that you've given us. We have gathered here for the participant and this championship. We pray that we have good health. Give us competing good spirits, that we may be able to be winners in every category and in every aspect of this tournament. We pray that you be our lead our participants, the players, the referees, their coaches, and even the organizers of the event. We pray and we thank you in Jesus' name. My name is Mochache, as it's been said. I'm here on behalf of Nazarene University, and I want to welcome you all to this year's baseball championship. And allow me to say a few words. We are honored to have you and to serve this year's host and to open our grants to such talented group of athletes, dedicated coaches, passionate supporters, and our esteemed guests. This is not just a tournament. It is a celebration of teamwork, perseverance, and the spirit of sportsmanship that unites us all. To the visiting teams, we are thrilled to have you here at Nazarene University. We hope you find our facilities welcoming, our community supportive, and your experience here both competitive and memorable. I want to have a heartfelt thanks to our organizing committee, the officials, volunteers, and the sponsors for your hard work and commitment, and we appreciate you so much. Once again, allow me to say welcome to Nazarene University, and may we all have a competitive event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mwachache. Now I'm going to invite the SFK President, Mr. Karugu, who will later invite Dr. Titus. Welcome.
Our chief guest, Chandra Kumaluki, the incoming NOC president, President of Volleyball, Mr. Nyaberi. I think our incoming president, maybe you can stand Wakuone. That's our chief guest. Then volleyball president, CBD. Then our incoming NOC women rep, Madam Wawero. So, my symbol is just to welcome you people. I think there is one person I have forgotten. President of Uganda Baseball and Softball Federation, SEPA. The new kid on the block. We also have somebody else who is very key with us, the junior BASEBALL5 team coach, head coach. Then the technical director of Wbsc, Uganda Baseball and Softball Confederation, Gloria, all the way from Uganda. So my symbol is just to welcome you people back. I know you are here last year for the juniors championship, and during that championship, Uganda junior team emerged winners. Makofi kwa Uganda. I know majority of them are back here on the same field. I hope you'll still take the trophy back home. Tanzania, karibuni sana. Tunajua mlikuwa na chance ya kwenda South Africa lakini hamkuweza. Safari imekuwa ndefu all the way from Dar es Salaam. Karibuni. Team Kenya, we know the juniors were number 2 last year. na tunawatakia mema. I wish you all the best. The game officials, I can see you are ready for the championship, being led by one of the best game officials in the world, Manyeki. Manyeki is among the best game officials in the world. So we are looking forward for a good championship so that the best two teams will qualify for the Super Six. We are calling it the Super Six. The Super Six will be held in November. And the top two teams in every region, that is in the south, in the east, and in the west, will be eligible to bid for hosting of that Super Six. So the Super Six will be held in November. So the two winners will then qualify to represent Africa in Italy for the third World Cup. The first World Cup of Baseball 5 was held in Canada, and Africa was represented by Team Kenya. Wapigia makofi. Majority of them are there. The other team which represented Africa was South Africa, and the third team was Tunisia. In that championship, Team Kenya emerged 8th in the world. Wapigia makofi. Number 8 in the world is not a mean achievement. Baseball 5 is very easy for Africa because you only require a simple ball. Chief guest, Baseball 5 is the thing to go for Africa. The actual baseball, you require bats, you require gloves, which are very expensive in Africa. Actually, they are not even there in Africa. But for this one, you only require a ball the size of tennis. So we want to conquer the world. We want Uganda to be the best in the world. We want Team Kenya to be the best in the world. We want Team Tanzania to be the best in the world. Because hii game ni yetu. Umeona US imekataa kucheza Baseball 5. Because for them they want complicated things. Kwetu sisi hatuna hiyo pesa. So tunahitaji mpira peke yake na tutumie nguvu yetu. Africans are very strong and we think we will be the best in this championship, in this game of Baseball 5. Otherwise, without much ado, I wish the teams all the best in this championship and may the best team win. Kiongozi Titus na kualika, Titus is the LOC chair. You'll give us a few remarks, then welcome our chief guest. Yeah, to give us and then lead us.
Thank you. Thank you very much, President Softball Federation of Kenya, Mr. Francis Karogo. Mine will be very brief. First, as the LOC chair, is to commend Softball Federation of Kenya for preparing this very, very high-stake competition. So from the president and your team, I would request the leadership of Softball Federation of Kenya to be upstanding, please. We would like to appreciate you for a job well done. Thank you very much. We have Madam, let's keep standing. We have Madam Pauline Mokaminjero. She is the treasurer, Softball Federation of Kenya. We have Ellen Neve. She's the Secretary General, Softball Federation of Kenya. And we have Mr. Stanley, the Assistant or Vice Secretary, Softball Federation of Kenya. Thank you very much. Second is to welcome Team Uganda, Team Tanzania, and also the host Team Kenya for this competition. Have fun, enjoy yourself. That's what I will say. And finally, I would like to inform all of us that we are being watched across the world because Africa has put a statement very strong that it is the powerhouse for Baseball 5. So to all our athletes, do your best. The world is watching. And I wish you very fantastic 2 days of great competition. I would like to take this singular pleasure to invite the team from the sports leadership in the country, and specifically the National Olympics Committee. I will ask Mr. Shandrak Maluki, accompanied by Mr. Nyaberi and Madam Mdunda, please to come in front. Let's give them a round of applause. These are our VIPs, and we want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for honoring our invitation. And together with them is the Wbsc Africa Secretary General, Mr. Francis Karugu. He did not mention that. He's the Secretary General of World Baseball Softball Confederation Africa region. So he's the boss while we are here still. He is taking note for the African continent. So Bwana Shandrak Maluki, I'll give you a chance to introduce the others and also give a brief speech as our VIP representative. Later on, we will have the tournament director lead you to do the first pitch, and the games will begin. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, Daktari Titus Gaturi, who is the National Olympic Committee incoming chair of medical team. With me here is Madam Mududa. Madam Mududa is the Vice President of Kenya Volleyball Federation. That's where she serves currently. And she is the incoming women representative in the National Olympic Committee of Kenya. Next to her is a very tall man who is been in the sports industry for quite some time. He has trained all of us here. Is Charles Nyaberi, the president of Kenya Volleyball Federation. He is also the treasurer of the Kenya National Sports Council. He is also the incoming chairperson of Olympics Solidarity Commission. My brother, who is the president of the Softball Federation, who is the host of today's event, Dr. Francis Karugu, the incoming Deputy Secretary General of the National Olympic Committee of Kenya. This is the team that is going to be working with me in the National Olympic Committee of Kenya that intends to transform the sports totally and grow softball and baseball to greater heights in the region. Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Francis Karugu and Dr. Titus Gaturi for finding it fit to host this event in Kenya. I also want to thank Mochache, who is representing the VC for this institution, for accepting to host this event here. We thank you wholeheartedly. Please convey our gratitude to the institution. Secondly, I also want to thank the participants and the entire organizers of this event. Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, we are one family. We are East Africa community. It is only somebody who drew lines and called them boundaries that separates us, but we are one entity. We are one family. I stand here today being very thankful. I am also the chairman of African Judo Union. I am in charge of the continent. I'm also the president of the Kenya Judo Federation in Kenya and the first deputy president of the National Olympic Committee of Kenya. We grow these sports because we love the sports. Sports is bigger than governments. Sports unifies people. Sports is the biggest industry in the entire world, and we are very proud as the leaders of the sports to be associated with what is happening today here at this university. As I said, feel free, you athletes, showcase your talents, and we will support you to grow and develop your talent, because the sky is the limit in softball. We will grow this sport together with the administration of the sport. The talent is here. We have noticed it's there. So you guys, you athletes, take your time and grow your talent in the softball, knowing that there is future in the sports in Africa. With those few remarks, I would like to take this opportunity to declare the games officially open. Thank you.
Now our chief guest will do the first pitch to mark the opening of this competition. There we go. Play ball. Very good. Okay. A round of applause for Chandra Kumaluki. Thank you very much. He wants to try another one.
Hit it hard, hit it hard. Let's go.
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay,
That's a
okay,
nice
very well. Very well indeed. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. A round of applause. Thank you. A round of applause for Shadrach Maluki. Thank you, Vice President, National Olympics of Kenya. Thank you, sir. At this point, I would like to hand over this ceremony to the tournament director, Brian Manyeki. Brian.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Director.
Everyone is excited. The excitement is in the air. I am glad to have all of you here. Team Uganda, Team Kenya, Team Tanzania. Despite all the troubles that we have had, this tournament shall go on. So I'd like to introduce my team of game officials. Here they are. Please stand up, wave, and say hi. 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 So these are our game officials. Alright. So these are our game officials for this week, for this weekend. Now we shall have after this there will be team photos. So we'll have team photos with the guests of honors and the other the other officials. And then after this, we shall have a small meeting with the coaches.
Let's have some silence.
Let's
Let's have some silence as
a
Manyeki
bit.
talks.
I
Fans,
need to communicate.
let's have some silence, please. The fans.
Fans.
Tutulie kidogo,
Silence
mafans.
a bit.
Yes, let's give Manyeki a chance to talk. Thank you.
Anyway, as I was saying, after this we shall have a small meeting with the coaches. We shall have a small meeting with the coaches just to talk about a few things, and then we shall start the games after that. We shall go into the warm-up sessions, with starting with the visiting team, then the home team, and then we'll continue from there. Thank you, and play ball.
Hapa tu. Unaona ukiweka hapa hakuna kushout.
Team Uganda, you can go for the team photo. Team Tanzania.
Leo sapa tunakula.
Phones.
All the coaches, you can meet Manyeki at the left side of the hall. The right side, all the coaches. All the head coaches, please meet Mr. Manyeki for a brief announcement.
We have these on. Bairo.
DJ Kalo. Rock. Mwenyewe mega superstar.
1-2. Team Kenya warming up. One.
So, Jackie, Ayub. Timu gani ingia kwanza? UG.
All right. Now the visiting team, Uganda, will be now making the entry. Team Uganda will be now making the entry. Team Uganda will be now making the entry. We are going to start the East African Championship, East African Regional Championship. We are about to begin. Now Team Uganda is going to make their entry, starting with player number 1, Bogere Musa, number 10. Bogere Musa, number 10 for Team Uganda. Let's give him a round of applause. Bogere Musa. Then Eleku Bernard, number 9. Eleku Bernard. Let's give him a round of applause. Then Ogwar Morris, number 11. Ogwar Morris, Team Uganda. Thank you. Then Nambaliru wa Jazira, number 4. Nambaliru wa Jazira, Team Uganda. Then number 5, Apoko Kevin. Apoko Kevin. Then we have Anbiko Consulate. Anbiko Consulate. Consulate. Number 5. Consulate number 5. Team Uganda. Then we have a Team Lydia. Number 6, a Team Lydia. Let's hear her. Then we have Francis Alema, number 2. That is Team Uganda. Next player coming. That is the last player. Then we have the coach. We have the coach for Team Uganda, Ibrahim Kabogoza. That is Ibrahim Kabogoza.
Dubaye kwanga beitema kaan olaye kwanga beitema.
Now making the entry. Now making the entry is Team Kenya. This is Team Kenya now making the entry into the field. The Ugandans are already in the room. Team officials, are you ready? And now for the home team.
Gota tujai bugda, tugonyere, tugonyere, tugonyere. Kipao. Wanauliza niko wapi, niko Rurasho. Inika Nairo mind your business 254. Nani follow manze kama Jesus disciple.
Number 2 for Team Uganda. And Duncan is out. 2 out from Team Kenya, no run. 2 out. 2 out from Team Kenya, no run. Now batting is the captain, Harry Kilivwa. Harry Kilivwa. And that is the first run for Team Kenya. First run. First run. Kenya just made their first run. Delvin just brought the first run for Team Kenya. And now batting is Valentine. Valentine El Seba, the 5th batter for Team Kenya. Valentine is making a first bat. And there she goes. That is the first bat for Team Kenya. And those are 3 outs. 3 outs. That is the end of the first inning. Uganda now in the lead with 2 runs against Kenya 1. Uganda in the lead. And now batting for Uganda is Bernard. Ugandans are in the lead. This is the second inning. This is the second inning. There goes Bernard. And he's safe at first. That is Bernard from Uganda. Safe at first. This is the second inning of the first set. And there goes Morris, Ogwar Morris from Team Uganda. And there he goes. And out at home. The umpire has called out at home. The umpire has called Morris out at home. Morris is out. And Bernard remains in the team. That is 1 out from Team Uganda. And now batting is Jazira, number 4. There goes Jazira. And that is a double play. Wonderful. What a wonderful double play. Those are 3 outs. What a wonderful double play. That is a wonderful double play. That is a very wonderful double play from Team Kenya. No run in this second inning. No run for Team Uganda. No run for Team Uganda in the second inning. And now batting is Duncan from Team Kenya. And he's safe at first. Duncan is safe at first. Duncan is safe at first. This is the second inning of the first set. And there goes Valentine. And Miriam has been called out. That is 1 out from Team Kenya. 1 out. And now batting is Delvin. Now batting for Team Kenya is Delvin. And there she goes. There she goes. What a hit. And those are 3 outs. No run for Team Kenya. No run for Team Kenya in the second inning. No run for Team Kenya. Uganda still in the lead. Uganda still in the lead with 2-1. Uganda in the lead. Now Kenya taking the defense. And there goes Musa Bogeri. And that's a double play. Wonderful double play. A wonderful double play from Team Kenya. A wonderful double play by Delvin from Team Kenya. The first baser for Team Kenya is Delvin. What a wonderful double play. And there goes batter number 2 for Team Uganda, Bernard. And he's safe at first. Bernard is safe at first. And now entering the bat is Maurice. Maurice now taking the bat. And they are both safe. The umpire has called Maurice safe and Bernard safe. This is still the first set with Uganda on the lead. And now entering the bat zone is Jazira. Jazira number 4. She's going to take up a batting now. And she's safe at first. Another run for Team Uganda. Another run for Team Uganda. Jazira has been called safe at first. Jazira has been called safe at first. And Uganda now with 3 runs. The Ugandans have added another run. Ugandans. And it's out. Jazira has been called out. Jazira has been called out. Coach Ibrahim is now appealing. Jazira has been called out by the first plate umpire Ayub Eleli. Jazira has been called out at first base. And the Ugandans are now appealing. Uganda still in the lead with 3 runs against 1 of Kenya. The decision stands and Jazira is out. The umpires have upheld the decision and Jazira is out. Jazira is out from Team Uganda. Now Kenya on the offense. This is bottom of the second inning. This is bottom of the second inning. This is bottom of the second inning. Kenya now on the offense. Kenya on the offense. This is bottom of the second inning. And there goes the captain, Harry Kilivwa, on the offense. Harry Kilivwa, there he goes. And has been called out. Harry Kilivwa is out. This is bottom of the second inning. And now batting is Valentine for Team Kenya. Now batting is Valentine for Team Kenya. And there she goes. And she's been called out. Those are 2 outs. 2 outs from Team Kenya. Those are 2 outs from Team Kenya. 2 outs from Team Kenya. This is the bottom of the second inning. And now batting is Duncan. 2 outs. What a hit, what a hit. And he's safe. That was a great hit from Duncan. Those are 2 outs from Team Kenya. And now taking the bat is Miriam. Miriam from Team Kenya, and there she goes. And those are 3 outs. Those are 3 outs. Now into the third inning. Kenya on the defense as the Ugandans go on the offense. Kenya on the defense as Ugandans take the offense. Now batting for Uganda is Apoko Kevin. Now batting is done. And they are both safe. Hari. That is Team Kenya taking the offense. And they are both safe. Both Duncan and Hari are safe. Kenyans are now taking the offense. And now batting for Team Kenya is Miriam. And there she goes. That is Miriam, and another run for Team Kenya. Hari makes another run for Team Kenya. Hari makes another run for Team Kenya. Now the score stands at 2-2. The score now stands at 2-2. And Delvi now, she's batting for Team Kenya, and there she goes. What a hit. And Miriam is out. Those are 3 outs. Now Kenya will be taking the defense as the Ugandans go on the offense. The scores stands at 2-2. The scores now is a tie. And we are going to the 5th inning. This is the 5th inning. We are now entering the 5th inning. And Apoko Kevin is taking the stands. Now batting is Apoko from Team Uganda, and there she goes! And there she goes! And she's out. Apoko Kevin is out. That is the first out. This is the 5th inning. That is the first out from Team Uganda. And now batting is Musa. Musa Bogeri, second batter for Team Uganda, and there she goes. What a hit! And he's safe at first. The umpire has called safe at first. First plate official has called Musa safe at first. And now batting at number 9 is Bernard. Bernard now batting for Team Uganda. And there he goes. And there he goes. And Musa is out. Musa is out at second. Musa has been called out at second. Bernard is safe at first. That was a good catch by Hari. That was a good catch by Hari from Kenya. Now batting is Maurice. And Maurice has been called safe. And now batting for Uganda is Jazira. Number 4, Jazira is now batting. This is the 5th inning, top of the 5th inning. And Jazira is out. Those are 3 outs. Those are 3 outs. Now Kenya on the offense. This is the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th inning now. Kenyans on the offense. The score stands at 2-2. The score is a tie. Uganda 2, Kenya 2. This is the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th inning. And now batting is Hari Kilivwa from Kenya. And there he goes. This is Hari from Kenya. What a hit. And he's safe at first. What a hit from Hari. That is Hari Kilivwa from Kenya. Safe at first. This is the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th inning. And now batting second is Valentine. Valentine El Saba batting second for Team Kenya. Let's see if she will be safe or out. And there she goes. Now they are both. And she's been called out at first base. Valentine is out at first base, while Hari advances to second. Hari is safe at second. Valentine is out. And there goes Duncan from Kenya. There goes Duncan. And another run for Kenya. Another run for Kenya. Another run for Kenya. Another run. And Duncan is out. A sacrificial out from Duncan. What a good play, a textbook move. What a good play from Duncan. Kenyans have an extra run, courtesy of Duncan. Duncan has sacrificed himself for Harry, for another run for Kenya. Kenya now in the lead. Kenya now in the lead. 3 runs to 2 of Uganda. Kenyans now in the lead. Kenyans now in the lead.
Right, mambo yamechemka.
That is the first set. That is the end of the first set. Kenya takes the win. 3 runs against 2 of Uganda. That is the first set. That is the end of the first set of the first game. Kenya takes the win. 3 runs to 2. That is the end of the first set. Kenya takes an early win. The teams will be taking a short break. The teams will be taking a short break as the second set is about to begin. We are going to have some music now as we wait for the second set to begin.
Go Team Kenya!
So that we can share this life. Easy bad do I like. Oh, con. Hello.
Like a boss. Antaka this, antaka that. Unasikia hu baby girl anataka titukaf. Anapenda mukuchu, anapenda cash na anapenda jugu seti kabla tuanze ku antaka this, antaka that. Unasikia hu baby girl anataka titukaf. Anapenda mukuchu, anapenda cash na anapenda jugu seti kabla tuanze ku smash.
Akika napenda mukuchu, sema cash. Mukuchu na mashash. Kanapenda mukuchu na mabash. Akiona mukuchu ana blush. Kanapenda mukuchu sema cash. Mukuchu na mashash. Kanapenda mukuchu na mabash. Akiona mukuchu ana blush.
Anataka this and that, yani heels na bag. Expensive things on Instagram. Akifly ni first class ana chest the bag. Go USA dubs then Doha Qatar. Natasha yes papa. Unajua kurombosa yes papa. To the left na right, yani round and round, yani spin your waist like a merry-go-round.
Mixing the best international music. It's your favorite DJ, DJ Shinsky.
Kenya won the first set. And Ugandans will be looking to win the second set so that they can have a winning chance in the third set. Kenya won the first set and now they are on the defense, while Ugandans take the offense. This is the second set. This is the second set. Ugandans will be starting on the offense as Kenya starts on the defense. And now the second set is beginning with Musa from Team Uganda. Starting as the first batter is Musa. And there he goes. What a hit. Will he be safe or out? And she's been called out. Musa is out at first base. And Musa has been called out at first base. This is the second set. Uganda 1 out. This is the second set. And Ugandans have an out. And there he goes. What a hit from Bernard. And Bernard has been called safe at first. Bernard Eluk from Uganda has been called safe at first. This is the second set with Kenyans taking the defense and the Ugandans the offense. And there goes Jazira, the third batter, and they are both safe. They have been called both safe. Jazira is safe at first, Bernard safe at second. 1 out. And now batting for Uganda is Apoko Kevin. This is the second set. Apoko now, there she goes. Will she be out or safe? Will she be out or safe? And there she goes, and there she goes, and she's been called. Apoko is safe at first. And those are bases loaded for Uganda. Bases are loaded for Team Uganda. Will they make the first run for this second set? Who will make the first run for this second set? Bases loaded for Team Uganda, and this is the second set. 0-0. Who will make the first run? Who will make the first run for Team Uganda? This is the second set. Bases loaded for Team Uganda. And Apoko Kevin has been called out by the home plate official. Apoko Kevin is out. Apoko Kevin is out. That means the players who had advanced will have to go back to their positions. That is 1 out. And there goes batter number 5 for Team Uganda. Batter number 5 for Team Uganda. Now Kenyans are taking the offense. Ugandans have 0 runs in this second set. Ugandans were not able to make any run in this inning. Now batting number 1 for Team Kenya is Duncan. Kenyans, the offense. This is the second set, first inning. Score stands at 0-0. Who will make the first run for this second set? This is the second set for Team Kenya and Uganda. Now batting is Duncan. Let's see how he performs. And there he goes. And he's out at first. The umpire has called out at first. He's out at first. The second batter now is Mary from Kenya. Jersey number 11. And there she goes. And the umpire has called out. Those are 2 outs. This is the second set. No runs. Still no run from both teams. And now Katumo. Now Katumo batting for Team Kenya. And there she goes. Will he be safe or out? And say out. The umpire has called out. This is the first inning of the second set. No runs. This is the second set. First inning ends with no run. The first inning ends with no run. The question remains, who will make the first run? And there goes Musa. And there he goes. And Musa is safe at first. Musa has been called safe at first. Still no runs. And you are waiting to see who will make the first run in this second set. And there goes Bernard for Uganda. And there goes Bernard. And they are both safe. Bernard and Musa are both safe for Team Uganda. This is now the second inning, top of the second inning with no runs. And there goes Jazira, number 4, batting for Uganda. And Musa is out. That was a first play. And Musa is out at third place. Musa is out at the third base. It was a first play. And Musa is out. Now batting for Uganda is Apoko Kevin. That is 1 out. And there goes Apoko, there goes. Will he be? And she's safe. Apoko is safe. The umpires have called all the players safe. The umpires have called all the players safe, and now it's a loaded bases. All the bases are loaded for Team Uganda. All the bases are loaded for Team Uganda. Let's see if they will make the first run. And there goes number 5 for Team Uganda. And their first run. Those are 2 out. That's a double play. That is a double play. That means no run. That was a double play. An awesome double play by Team Kenya. That means no run. That was a double play. That was a double play. An awesome double play by Team Kenya. And still no run. Still no run. This is the second inning. Bottom of the second inning and no run. And now taking the stance is Hari for Team Kenya. And there he goes. What a hit. Will he be safe or out? And he's safe. The umpire has called safe. Hari is safe at first. Hari has been called safe at first. And the second batter comes in. That is Miriam Mulwe from Kenya. And there she goes. Will she be safe or out? And there she goes. And Miriam is out while Hari advances to second. Seems that was a sacrificial play from Miriam. Still no run. This is the second inning with no run from both teams. And now batting is Duncan. And there he goes. There he goes. And they are both safe. And that is the first run. First run from Kenya. First run from Kenya by Hari Kilivwa. That is the first run of the second set. That is the first run of the second set by Hari Kilivwa. What a wonderful play. The Ugandans didn't see that coming. And now Kenyans have the upper hand. Kenyans now in the lead. Kenyans now in the lead with 1 run against 0 of Uganda. Now batting is Mary from Kenya, number 11. And there she goes. There she goes. She's running towards first base. And she's been called safe. That has been an overthrow. And she has been advanced to second. Mary now at second with Kenya having 2 runs. Kenya now having 2 runs. Kenyans in the lead. And now batting is Dennis Katumo. And there he goes. There he goes. And save. The umpire has called safe. Katumo is safe at first. Katumo is safe at first. Katumo safe at first. And now batting is Hari Kilivwa, the captain. Will Kenyans add an extra run or not? Now batting is Hari. And there he goes. Hari batting for Kenya. And there he goes. He has made a toss. Will he be safe or out? And another run for Team Kenya. What an awesome play. That was a textbook move. That was a textbook move by Hari. And Kenyans have added an extra run. Now 3 runs to 0. 3 runs to 0. And there goes Miriam for Team Kenya. And there she goes. A sacrificial play, another sacrificial play. Another sacrificial play by Miriam. Hari still safe at second. Kenyans in the lead with 3 runs. Kenyans in the lead with 3 runs. And now batting for Team Kenya is Duncan. Duncan, and there he goes. Will he be out of safe? There he goes. The Ugandans have missed the ball. And that is another run. 2 more runs. 2 more runs for Team Kenya. 2 more runs. What a wonderful sight we are seeing here. Those are now 5 runs against 0 of Kenya. Against 0 of Uganda. Mary has been called out at home. Those are 5 runs.
Language barrier. Itabidi tu ball. Wako wote hapa lakini ni language barrier.
Kenyans in the lead with 5 runs against 0. Kenyans in the lead with 5 runs against 0. Seems Kenya has started the second set on a high note with 5 runs ahead of Uganda. Kenyans in the lead, 5 runs against 0 of Uganda. And now Ugandans will be taking the offense to see if they can make their first run. The Ugandans are still with no run. No runs for Team Uganda. No runs for Team Uganda. Kenyans have taken an early lead. This is the 3rd inning with Kenyans on the lead with 5 runs to 0. Kenyans in the lead. And the Kenyans have made a substitution. And Talam now is on the field. Ugandans are now taking the offense as they try to get their first run. Ugandans are still with no runs. And now batting is Musa, and there he goes. And there he goes. And he's been called safe at first. Musa is safe at first. Musa is safe at first. And now the second batter, Bernard. And there he goes. And there Bernard goes. And there he goes. And they are both safe. Bernard and Musa are both safe at first base and second base. And now taking the 3rd position is Jazira, and there he goes. And now the bases are loaded for Team Uganda. The bases are now loaded for Team Uganda with no out. Will Uganda now make their first run against Kenya? Bases loaded for Team Uganda now as Apoko takes the stance. Now batting is Apoko with bases loaded for Team Uganda. And there she goes. And there she goes, Apoko. And the home plate umpire has called out at home. Apoko Kevin is out at home. That is the first out for Uganda. Still no runs from Uganda. That is 1 out with bases loaded for Team Uganda. And now batting is Consulate, number 5. And Ugandans are just making their first run. Musa just made the first run for Team Uganda. Bogeri Musa just made the first run for Team Uganda. That is the first run. And he's back at bat. And Musa is back at bat. The bases are still loaded with Musa now batting. And there he goes. And another run for Team Uganda. Another run for Team Uganda. The scores now stands at Uganda 2, Kenya 5. Bases are still loaded. Bases are still loaded. And now batting is Bernard. And there he goes. What a nice hit. And another run for Team Uganda by Jazira. Another run. And they are catching up now. They seem to be catching up to Kenyans. And now batting is Jazira with the bases loaded. And there goes Jazira. There goes Jazira. What a good hit. There, another run. The scores now stands Uganda 4, Kenya 5. Only 1 run for the Ugandans to reach the scores made by Kenyans. And now batting is Apoko. Seems the Ugandans are taking charge of this inning. The Ugandans are making quite a comeback with 4 runs against 5 of Kenya. Uganda 4, Kenya 5. Only 1 run for them to reach Kenya. And now batting is Apoko with jersey number 3. And there she goes. And there she goes. And that's a double play, an awesome double play by Kenyans. The umpire has called 2 outs. The umpire has called 2 outs. That was an awesome double play by Team Kenya. An awesome double play by Team Kenya. And the Kenyans have maintained their lead. The Kenyans are still in the lead with 5 runs against 4 of Uganda. Kenya in the lead, 5 runs against 4 of Uganda. And now taking the offense is Katumo Dennis. Katumo Dennis now batting for Team Kenya. And there he goes. And there he goes. And he's safe at first. Katumo has been called safe at first. Katumo has been called safe at first. No out. Now batting is the captain, Harry Kilivwa, for Team Kenya. And there he goes. He has made a textbook move. A sacrificial for Katumo. The captain has made a sacrificial move for Dennis. Now Dennis is safe at third base. That was an awesome sacrifice from Harry Kilivwa. And now batting is Miriam, and there she goes. And she's out at home. She's out from home. Kenyans still in the lead. Kenyans still in the lead. Those are 2 out. And now batting for the first time is Gilbert Alam. Gilbert Alam batting for the first time for Team Kenya. What a nice move. Hit. What a nice hit. That was a powerful hit by Gilbert Alam. Gilbert Alam. That was his first play. And now batting is Mary from Kenya. And she's out from home. Kenya's still in the lead with 6 against 4 of Uganda. Kenya still in the lead. And now Ugandans will be taking the offense. Now batting is Harry. And there he goes. What a good hit. And he's safe at first. The umpire, the first plate official has called Harry safe at first. And Harry now advances to third. And Harry has been called out at third place while he was advancing to home. The home plate official has called Harry out, but it seems the Kenyans are appealing that decision. It seems the Kenyans are appealing that decision of Harry being removed at third place. Harry has been called out at third place while he was heading home for an extra run. Now the decision remains with umpires. What will be the decision? Will Harry be safe or out? And now the decision has been upheld. Harry is safe. And that is a run for Kenya. And that is a run for Kenya. That is a run for Kenya. And now batting is Talam, Gilbert Talam for Kenya. Will he be safe or out? Will he be safe or out? And he's been called safe at first base. Talam has been called safe at first. But it seems he was already out at home. Gilbert Alam is out. Miriam is now in second base, while Mary now batting for Team Kenya. And there she goes. And seems there's another run for Team Kenya. Another run for Team Kenya. Another run for Team Kenya by Mulwe. Another run for Team Kenya. Now Kenya with 8 runs against 4 of Uganda. Kenya now 8 runs against 4. And now batting is Dennis Katumo. And there he goes. And Katumo has been called safe at first. Katumo has been called safe at first. But it seems the Ugandans are appealing that decision. Dennis Katumo was called safe at first. But the Ugandans are not happy with that move. And now they are appealing. Ugandans are appealing Katumo being safe at first. Still, Kenya is in the lead. Kenya in the lead with 8 runs against 4 of Uganda. Now the umpires have made a decision to appeal. The umpires have... Katumo has remained safe at first. Katumo has remained safe at first. And there goes another run for Kenya. There goes another run for Kenya. That is another run for Team Kenya. Now being top with 9 runs against 4 of Uganda. Kenyans are ahead 5 runs with 5 runs against Uganda. And now batting is Miriam, and there she goes. And those are 3 outs. Those are 3 outs. And now to the next inning. Kenya still taking the lead with 9 runs against 4 of Uganda. Kenyans in the lead with 9 runs against 4 of Uganda. And now the Ugandans are taking the offense, tracking behind with 5 runs. Ugandans are behind with 5 runs against Kenya. Kenya in the lead against Uganda. Kenya in the lead against Uganda. And now this is the 5th inning. This is the final inning. If the Ugandans fail to make 6 runs, they will be out. If the Ugandans fail to make 6 runs, they will fail to win this set. And Musa is safe at first. That was the first bat of the 5th inning by Ugandans. Musa is safe at first. And now batting for Team Uganda is Bernard. Bernard batting now, the second batter for Team Uganda. This is the final inning of the 2nd set. And there he goes. What a powerful hit by Bernard. And they are both safe. Bernard is safe at first, while Musa is safe at second. This is the final round of the 2nd set. If Ugandans fail to make 6 runs, Kenyans would have won the 2nd set. Now the bases are loaded. The bases are loaded now for Team Uganda. And now batting again with the bases loaded is Apoko Kevin. Will Ugandans be able to make any run this inning? This is the final inning, and there she goes. Apoko has been called safe at first, while Jazira is out at second. The Kenyans failed to execute a double play. That is 1 out. And there she goes, Consulate number 5. And those are 2 outs. Those are 2 outs. Those are 2 outs. Kenya still in the lead. And now batting is Musa. This is the final inning that will determine if Kenya will win this set. And now Kenya has officially won the first game of this championship. Kenya just won the first game of these championships with 9 runs against 6. That is the first win by Team Kenya. The first win of the championship by Team Kenya. What a wonderful game. Seems the Kenyans fans are excited to see their first win. This is the first win by Team Kenya of the championship. The Ugandans just lost to Kenya 9 runs against 6. Which is Uganda.
This is the second game of the championships, and now we're going to have Team Tanzania. Now making entry is Sindani Katanga, number 6, followed by Brown Manyama. Brown, player number 2 is Brown. Then we have Freedom Saki, number 19, Freedom Saki, followed by Ali Mohammed. Ali Mohammed. Then we have Anes Gerald. Anes Gerald, followed by Abasi Rashid. Abasi Rashid. Then we have Zena Idi. Zena Idi. And finally Elizabeth, number 4. Elizabeth. Elizabeth. And finally the coaches for Team Tanzania. Anwar Said. Those are the coaches for Team Tanzania. And now making entry is the game officials, starting with home plate Isaac Higa. Let's clap for Isaac Higa. First base official Medi Semakule. The second base official Caroline Pendo from Kenya. Then the third base official Nixon Kea from Kenya. And we have the table official Brenda Kosgei. And that is the official roster for the second game. And now a moment of silence as we are going to play the national anthem. Let us all remove our hats and be upstanding. We are going to start with the away team, then the Tanzania. Now to Tanzania. We have a bit of technical difficulty. Just a moment. Thank you very much, Tanzania. A round of applause. A round of applause for the players and the officials. And now the game will begin. We can have a group photo. We can have a group photo. Then we can start the game. Photographer, please. Let's have a group photo. Let us take a moment to have a brief photo session, then we can proceed. Let us line up for a group photo.
Yo, for real, you already know, man. You already know. Wrong render, know that, man. For real. It's a collectible. Yo, neza kupiga mabare, jueni piuni unijibu na madisi. Ni ngumu mimi na wewe tufanane, zako mtumba buda zangu nilishika. Wasipa wangu wote ni mayangen, kutoka 19 mwisho 23. Kupita hapo huyo anaitwa Munyanye, wajaka usemaga mano seti. Utangoja ungoje ugonjeke, mimi niishe utakuwa mochari. Benz manual ndio niwaonyeshe, gang gang ndio huwa automatic. Ushe panda ndege na mandege, ushefanya kama bebe ya wakenya. Unaona umejaza nyeke, kongo kutupanguze makamasi. Sikiza, hakuna favors kama nyangu na umekula tema. Uko Mtwapa, wasuka mateja. Aisha alijuta kunipa supu ya pweza. Mtagaramia, sengine na sahau wakidi wanatuangalia. Ni msof ndani hadi nje kama kadamia. Roda hii akicheka anakalia. Kama ni hizi madres vile zimejaza base. Manyeki wananichase kunibamba nikasema nilidhani tuna race. Look, real niggas got foresight. Gang niggas got no profiles. If you know me, you know you want your side. You know what they say, rich niggas don't stop fight. Then we give it to the most side. Just bought a land and it costs like I don't wanna say it, nitasema nina chocha. Like how the fuck did he make it in a short time? Cash how I paid it. If you see it on my neck, that's half a kg. Jesus, suifanya daily. If you see him on my set, that nigga crazy. Commercial misifiki mini lazy. Still underground down here they call me Hades. Nikiuza mtanunua, smooth criminal na kuchai nikimunua.
na madelay za naku. A few blows na uteme tumbaku, na usikunywe pombe mingi kumbafu, na unajua vizuri uko na siri za watu. Are you with me? Decide, bro. If you're ready, we make history tonight, bro. The white lady almost killed me and Simon. Hata ufanye nini hatukai, bro. Make money off with greed and Shylock. Alitry kucheza na monyo akameza chai moto. Hii maandamano si magwangi wamepona. Hina Mark enzi ya shaka hora. Ni funny, I feel nothing. Dusani imetuma I feel nothing. Na karewa huu ameshindaje, mwambie skade anauliza ni shilingi ngapi. I feel nothing. Dusani imetuma I feel nothing. Na karewa huu ameshindaje, mwambie skade anauliza ni shilingi ngapi. Neza kupiga mabari, suweni piuni unijibu na madisi. Ni ngumu mimi na wewe tufanane, zako mtumba buda zangu nilishii. Wasupa wangu wote ni mayangen, kutoka 19 mwisho 23. Kupita hapo huyo anaitwa Munyanye, wataka usema kama no seti. Utangoja ungoje ugonjeke, ndo mimi niishe utakuwa mochari. Benz manual ndo niwaonyeshe, gang gang ndo huwa automatic. Siza hakuna favors, kama nyangu na umekula tema. Hapa wasupa mateja, aishani tutakunipa kuku ya kwanza. It's a collectible.
Tanzania will be starting on the defense as the Kenyans take the offense. This is the second game of the East African BASEBALL5 African Championship. It will be Kenya versus Uganda. Sorry, Kenya versus Tanzania. This will be the second game of the championship. The officials are now set. Team Tanzania is in the field as Kenya is preparing to take on the offense. And the first batter for Team Kenya is Gilbert Alam. Gilbert Alam will be starting off Team Kenya as the first batter. And now the game is in play, starting with Gilbert Alam. And there he goes. That is the first hit from Team Kenya, and Alam is safe at first base. Gilbert Alam is safe at first base. This is the first inning of the second game. And now batting is Mary Nduati for Team Kenya. Mary Nduati for Team Kenya. And there she goes, batting as the second batter. And there she goes! The first base umpire is calling for time. And Gilbert Alam has been called out by the first plate official. First batter for Team Kenya is out. Gilbert Alam is out. And now batting is Delvin, batter number 3 for Team Kenya. And there she goes. Will she be safe or out? And she's safe at first. Delvin has been called safe at first. And those are 2 outs. Gilbert Alam and Mary Nduati are out playing for Team Kenya. Now batting is the captain, Harry Kilivwa, as the 4th batter, and is safe. They are both safe. Harry has been called safe at first. That is it. Those are 2 outs. Since Kenyans are saying no one is going to reach first base. Now batting is Freedom Saki. Freedom Saki batting for Tanzania. There she goes. Will she be safe or out? And the umpire has gone out. And those are 3 outs. No run. The first inning, no run. This is the first inning, first set, and no run. That is the end of the first inning. And now to the second inning. Who will make the first run? It will be Kenya or Tanzania. And now batting again, number 1 is Gilbert Alam. And there he goes. A good hit. not at home by the home plate. Gilbert Alam is out. This is the second inning. And then goes Mary. Mary Duarte. And she's been called safe. Mary Duarte has been called safe at first. Safe at first. And now batting is Delvin. Batter number 3 for Team Kenya. Mary is safe at first, and there she goes. And they are both safe. They have been called both safe. Mary is safe at second, Delvin safe at first. That was a textbook move that the Tanzanians did not see. Now batting is Harry. Harry now batting for Team Kenya. There he goes. And they have called safe. That is the first run for Team Kenya by Mary Duarte. That is the first run of this second game by Mary Duarte of Kenya. That is the first run by Mary Duarte. Now batting is Valentine. Will Kenya make a second run or not? And now she goes. There she goes, Valentine goes. And she's safe. Another run for Team Kenya. That is another run for Team Kenya. Another run for Team Kenya. That was a wonderful play by Team Kenya. Now Kenya in the lead. Now Kenya in the lead. Kenya now in the lead with 2 runs against 0 of Tanzania. Now batting is Talam for Kenya. And there he goes. A good hit. And another run. The third run. That is the third run. That was a wonderful hit by Talam, giving Harry the third run. That is the third run for Team Kenya. Now batting is Maria. And that is an out for Team Kenya. A sacrificial, and that is another run. That was a sacrificial run. Now Kenya leading 4 against Tanzania 0. And now batting is Delvin. Delvin Jazi. And she's been called safe at first. Delvin she's advancing to second. Another run. Another run for Kenya. That is another run by Gilbert Talam. That was a wonderful play by Talam. Another run for Team Kenya. Another run for Team Kenya. Now Kenya leading 5 runs to 0. 5 runs to 0. Now batting is Harry Kilibwa. Kenyans are taking an early lead with 5 runs. And there he goes. A good hit by it's called safe. A nice play by Harry, and now he has advanced to second base. Harry Kilivu at second base. Kenya leading with 6 runs to 0. 6 runs to 0, and now batting is Valentine. Kenya is on the offense. And out. Valentine has been called out at first. And those are 3 outs, calling for a change of the inning. Kenya in the lead with 6 runs against 0. Tanzania now is taking. Tanzania now is on the offense. Ali Mohammed has been called safe at first. And it seems Ali Mohammed is out. Now batting is Gerald Arnesta, batting for Tanzania with jersey number 5. Arnesta now, there she goes. Will she be safe or out? And safe. Arnesta has been called safe at first. Ernesta is safe at first for Team Tanzania. And now starting again is Thiani, jersey number 6 for Tanzania. And there he goes. And they could not pull a double play. Sindani is safe while Ernesta is out. That was a great play, but they could not pull off a double play. And now playing is Brown, and Brown is safe. Both Brown and Sindani are safe. The umpires, the first plate official is calling Sindani to be out. Calls for a changeover. Sindani is out, making 3 outs. Tanzania still have no run. No run for Team Tanzania, while Kenya has 6 runs. Now Kenya on the offense with Gilbert Talam at the batting box. Kenya now on the offense. And there he goes, and he's out. Gilbert Talam is out at first base. Kenya on the offense now, and taking the place, Maria. Maria now batting for Team Kenya. And there she goes. Will she be safe or out? Will she be safe or out? And safe. The first base plate umpire is called safe. Maria is safe at first. Maria is safe at first. That was nice running by Maria. And now batting for Team Kenya is Delvin. And there she goes, and there she goes. The second woman for Team Kenya. What a hit! What a nice hit! That was a powerful hit by Delvin. That was a very powerful hit by Delvin. And then now they are both safe. Those are 2 bases loaded for Team Kenya. 2 bases loaded for Team Kenya. And now batting is Harry. And there he goes. And there he goes. And now the bases are loaded. A sacrifice hit. That was a quick changeover. Now Kenya in the defense as Tanzania is taking the offense. Tanzania on the offense. Now batting is number 19, Msaki. Msaki now batting for Team Tanzania, and there she goes. And she's out. Msaki is out at first base. And there goes Ali to first base, and she's out. Ali is out. Those are 2 outs for Team Tanzania. Those are 2 outs for Team Tanzania. That was Ali. That was the second out. And she goes. Those are 3 outs. 3 outs. Tanzania still no run. No run for Team Tanzania. And now to the 4th inning. This is now the 4th inning. Tanzania 0 runs. Kenya in the lead with 6 runs. This is the 4th inning. Now playing is Valentine from Kenya. And there she goes. And that's a fly ball. That was a fly ball. 1 out for Team Kenya. That is 1 out. Valentine is out. And now next in bat. Next at bat is Talam. And there he goes. There he goes. What a hit. That was a powerful hit. And he's safe at first. That was a powerful hit by Talam. One of Kenya's best hitters. And he's safe at first. And now goes Maria. Maria now playing. And there she goes. Will she be safe or out? Will she be safe or out? And there she goes. A textbook move. What a wonderful move. That was a textbook move that they did not see coming. That was an awesome play by Maria. A textbook move that did not see coming. And now 2 bases loaded with Delvin now taking bat. And there she goes. There she goes. What a hit. And that's a double play. That's a double play by the Tanzanians. That was a double play. Both Maria and Delvin are out. Now taking the offense is Tanzania, as they will be looking to make a run. Still Tanzania, they have no run, and this is the bottom of the 4th inning. This is bottom of the 4th inning. Tanzania trekking behind with 0 run. Tanzania still trekking behind. And there goes Sindani. What a powerful hit by Sindani. And Sindani is safe. Sindani has been called safe at first. Sindani is safe at first base. And now batting is Brown. Now batting is Brown. And there he goes. What a hit. That was a good play by Harry. But unfortunately, Sindani is safe. There is time. It seems like Sindani is out. The first plate official has called Sindani out. Sindani has been called out by the first plate official. Sindani is out. That is the first out for Team Tanzania. It seems they are not happy with the decision, but it will stand. Now batting is Msaki. And there she goes. There goes Msaki. What a hit. And they are both safe. Both Msaki and Brown are safe. And the first plate official is calling for time again. Out. The first plate official is calling for time. And Brown is out. Brown is out at first. Brown has been called out by the first plate official for taking an early lead. Brown Manyama is out. The second out for Team Tanzania. The same play. And there goes number 3. That is Ali Mohammed. And safe. That was Ali Mohammed. Now 2 bases loaded for Team Tanzania. Now 2 bases loaded for Team Tanzania. Tanzania still has no run. Tanzania has no run. And now batting is Msaki. Now that is Ernesta. And there he goes. And safe. Ernesta is safe. And the first plate official is calling for time again. It seems there's another issue with the plate officials now convening for a short discussion of what happened. Kenya still in the lead with 6 runs to 0 of Tanzania. Now the game is back in play. The game is back in play now. And the officials are reconvening again. And that is a short break as the officials are convening again. This is the fourth inning, bottom of the fourth inning, with Kenya ahead with 6 runs against 0 of Tanzania. Kenya in the lead. This is the fourth inning, bottom of the fourth inning. Kenya still has the lead. And this is the first set of the second game. This is the first set of the second game, Kenya versus Tanzania. This is the second set, and it seems there is still an issue there with the officials. Kenya has taken an early lead with 6 runs against 0 of Tanzania. Kenya in the lead with 6 runs against 0 of Tanzania. This is the fourth inning, bottom of the fourth inning. And now the game is back in play. This is the fourth inning of the first set. And the game is back in play. Bases loaded for Team Tanzania. Seems the bases are loaded. And Tanzania will be looking to make their first run. Tanzania will be looking to make their first run. And there goes Thiani. What a hit, what a hit. And that is the first run. And a second run. That is safe. And now batting for Team Kenya is Talam. The second batter for the fifth inning is Talam. And there he goes. That was a good hit. And they are both safe. Now safe at second is Valentine. And safe at first is Talam. That was a powerful hit by Talam, one of Kenya's best hitters. And now batting is Maria. The third batter for this fifth inning for Team Kenya is Maria. And there she goes. And there she goes. And she goes. She be safe or out. And that was a bad move by Tanzanians. And now all the bases are loaded. That was a bad play. And now it's costing them. Bases are loaded now for Team Kenya. Bases are loaded for Team Kenya as Delvin is taking a stand now. Delvin now is going to bat as the fourth batter for Team Kenya. Will she be out or safe? Will she be out or safe? And there she goes, there she goes! What a hit, what a hit. And that's a run, and another run. Those are 2 runs for Team Kenya. 2 runs for Team Kenya. Those are 2 runs. What a wonderful play. Those are 2 runs for Team Kenya. What a wonderful play. That was a wonderful play by Delvin. A powerful hit, giving Kenya an extra 2 runs. And there goes Harry. There goes Harry. Another powerful hit. Another powerful hit. And Delvin is trying to make a run. And there she goes. She's trying to make another run. That was a very powerful hit by Harry, the captain. That was a very powerful hit by Harry, the captain of Kenya national team. And now batting is the youngest player for Team Kenya, Valentine. Will she have another run? And there she goes. Will Kenya have another run? And there she goes. And she's safe at first. Safe at first. Safe at first. Another run for Team Kenya. Another added run for Team Kenya by Valentine. What an awesome play. What an awesome play. Kenya now leading with 10 runs against 2 of Tanzania. And there goes Talam. Talam goes, another hit. Another powerful hit. And she's safe. Talam is safe at first. That was an overthrow by the Tanzanians. And now Talam has been given a free base. Talam has been awarded a free base and has advanced to second base. Kenya now with 12 runs. Kenya now leading with 12 runs. And there goes Mary Nduati. And save! That was a good play by Talam, not moving forward. That was a good strategy. And he was able to save Maria. Now batting is Delvin with 2 bases loaded for Team Kenya. And there goes Delvin. And there she goes. What a hit, what a hit. And that is another run for Kenya. And there he goes. Another run by Talam. Another run by Talam as Delvin advances. Another run. That was a wonderful play by Team Kenya. Delvin now in second base and Maria at third. And there goes the captain. There goes the captain. And he goes. What a wonderful play. What a wonderful play. What a wonderful play. Another run for Team Kenya. Maria makes another run for Team Kenya. Now Kenya is leading with 14 runs against 2. What a wonderful moment we are seeing here. What an exciting game we are seeing here. And now playing again is Valentine. And there she goes. Will she be saved or out? And she's out. Those are 2 outs for Team Kenya. But they have made quite an advancement in runs with 15 runs against 2. That is a very huge gap that Kenyans have shown Tanzania. And there goes Talam. That was a powerful hit, and Talam is safe at first. Talam is safe at first. This is the 5th inning. We are still in the 5th inning, where Kenyans have made more than 5 runs in 1 inning. This is quite a wonderful game we are seeing here. And there goes Mary Nduati, and she's safe. Seems like there was an obstruction. And the umpire has called Maria safe at first. We are still in the 5th inning. We are still in the 5th inning. And Kenyans are making quite a splash of runs in this just 1 inning. This is an electrifying moment to see. And there goes Delvin. And safe. The second official has called safe. It seems like she did slide at second and now she's out. This is the final inning. This is bottom of 5th. Now Tanzania is looking to get 14 runs. Tanzania will be looking to get 14 runs in this inning so that they can reach Kenya. Kenya is now leading at 16 against 2 of Tanzania. Kenya now leading 16 against 2 of Tanzania. This is the final round of the first set. This is the final round of the first set. And now taking the offense is Tanzania, led by Msaki. And there she goes, there she goes. Will she be safe or out? And she's out. The umpire has called out. Msaki is out. Freedom Msaki is out. And now batting is Ali Mohammed. And there he goes. And the second out. Ali's out. That was a good play by Valentine. A good throw by Valentine to get an out. Those are 2 outs. This is the final inning of the first set. This is the final inning of the first set. And now making the play is Gerald Arnesta. Arnesta now making. There she goes, there she goes. And the ball is out of the field. And that is 3 outs. And that is a win for Kenya for the first set. Kenya takes the win for the first set of the second game of this championship. Seems like Kenya today are on fire with their second win. This is Kenya's second win. This is the first set of the second game, and the
runs for Kenya, 0 for Tanzania. Tanzania still on the defensive side. Delvin on the batting box. Delvin on the batting box. As other players want to come in for runs. Another run for Kenya. Another run for Kenya. Tanzania still on the defensive side. Batter number 33, Duncan. Kenya takes in another run. Another run for Kenya. 2 runs, 2 more runs for Kenya. 2 more runs for Kenya as Duncan proceeds to the third base. Batter number 3 on the batting box. Miriam as Duncan proceeds to the third base. Wow. The game is now in the climax. A reform for Tanzania to call for their players. And on the batting box we have jersey number 3, Miriam. Miriam safe at first base. Safe at first base as Duncan, jersey number 33, gets in 1 more run for Kenya. We have Katumo on the batting box. Next batter, batter number 18, Katumo on the batting box. Out, Katumo is actually out, called out at first base as Miriam is safe on the second base. The next batter, Harry, jersey number 24. Miriam is out. Miriam out. We have 6 runs for Kenya. And the next batter goes in Delvin. Jersey number 6, Delvin. Harry first on the safe on the first base as Delvin hits out the ball. Delvin first, safe at first base. Delvin safe at first base as the next batter Duncan comes in, ready to receive the ball. What a marvelous hit. Duncan safe on the first base as the next run goes in for Kenya and Delvin proceeds to the third base. The game is now getting more sweeter. The next batter on the batting box, Miriam, jersey number 3 on the batting box. Being taken in as a fly ball and she's out. A change as Kenya gets into the defense. A change as Kenya gets into the defense. A change as Kenya gets into the defense. Kenya with 7 runs for the first inning. Tanzania still 0. We have the first batter from Tanzania. Jersey number 6. Jersey number 6 out at first base. Out at first base. Out at first base. We have the second batter. Jersey number 19. Frida the batting box. She gets in the energy. Out for her. Kenya at 7 while Tanzania at 0. Kenya at 7, Tanzania at 0. And you have the next batter, jersey number 1. Rashid, who is out at first base. Kenya 7, Tanzania 0. Kenya 7, Tanzania 0, as a change has to be made for the Tanzanians to now become the defense side. Kenya at 7 and Tanzania at 0. We have the first batter, number 13, Katumo. Katumo, who is safe at first base. We have the next batter, Harry, jersey number 24. Harry, jersey number 24. Backs in the energy and gets off the ball. We have him safe at first, while Katumo is also safe at third. And another run for Kenya as Katumo banks in, and more run for Kenya. We have Kenya at 8 and Tanzania still at 0, while Harry is still on the second base. We have the next batter, Delvin, jersey number 6. Jersey number 6. Banks in the energy and gets off the ball. We have a safe at first base as another run from Harry comes into Kenya. 9 runs for Kenya, 0 runs still for Tanzania. Wow, more energy is needed. The next batter, Duncan on the batting box, jersey number 33. Jersey number 33, who gets out at the home plate. Oh dear. The next batter, we have the next batter, Miriam, jersey number 3. Miriam, jersey number 3, who banks up the energy and gets it done, who gets an out at first base. Who gets an out at first base. Another run comes in for Kenya as Delvin gets to die out for Kenya. Another runs from Delvin comes in as Kenya tops up to 10 and Tanzania still at 0. Another run from Delvin. So we have Kenya at 10 and Tanzania at 0. Kenya at 10 and Tanzania at 0 as the next batter, Katumo, jersey number 18, comes in. Banks up the energy. Jersey number 18 bangs up the energy. Jersey number 18. Jersey number 18. Jersey number 18. Still banging out the energy as the Tanzanians call themselves to actually reform. Wow. This Baseball 5 African Championship being held at the African Nazarene University. So jersey number 18 on the batting box. Jersey number 18 at the batting box. Getting up the energy and thrives out and safe at first. Being called safe at first base. We have the next batter. Jersey number 24. Harry at the batting box. Harry at the batting box. Harry at the batting box, who banks out the energy and safe at first base. Safe at first base. Wow. Safe at first and safe at second. We have the next batter coming in. Delvin on the batting box. Jersey number 6. Jersey number 6, who banks out for a hit and is safe at first base. We have another run coming in from Katumo. Another run coming in from Katumo, making Kenya have 11 runs and Tanzania at 0 runs. 11 for Kenya as we have the next batter. Duncan, batter number 33, Duncan. Batter number 33, Duncan, who banks out. We have 3 outs for Kenya. 3 outs for Kenya. Kenya still at 11. Tanzania at 0. This Baseball 5 African Championship. Kenya now comes into the defense. Baseball 5 African Championship being held at the African Nazarene University. Kenya at 11 and Tanzania at 0. Batter from Tanzania. Batter number 14, Zena. Zena, who is safe at first base. Zena safe at first base. Zena safe at first base. As we have the next batter, number 5, Anesta from Tanzania as the next batter. Anesta from Tanzania as the next batter. One out for Tanzania as we have Kenya at 11. Zena still safe at first base as we have the second batter, who is batter number 6. 3 outs as we had a fly ball from batter number 6. A changeover needed for Kenya as Kenya have 11 runs and Tanzania got 0 runs. A changeover for Tanzania. Tanzania now comes into the defense. Tanzania comes into the defense as the first batter is actually ready in the batting box. We have batter number 3 ready at the batting box, Miriam. Batter number 3, Miriam, ready at the batting box. Gets up the energy and banks out for the ball. We have number 3 out. Out at first as we have the second batter coming in. Jersey number 18, Katumo. Jersey number 18, Katumo on the batting box. Jersey number 18 on the batting box and safe at first. We have the next batter coming in. Batter number 20, jersey number 24. Harry, who bangs out, and we have him safe at first. 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 The game now becomes sweeter and hotter. The game now comes in sweeter and hotter. Oh, sweeter and hotter. The pressure increases. The pressure increases. The pressure increases. And we have the pressure decreasing. The pressure increases and we have the pressure decreasing. Kenya with 12 runs and Tanzania with 0 runs, and the pressure increases. Wow, we have the next batter ready on the batting box. The next batter, Delvin, ready on the batting box. The next batter ready on the batting box and gets out on the first base. 12 runs for Kenya and 0 runs for Tanzania. The game is now sweeter and the pressure also increases. We have the next batter ready on the batting box. Jersey number 33, Duncan, who gets a fly ball and is out. We have Kenya comes in as the defense. Kenya coming in as the defense. We have Kenya coming in as the defense as Tanzania gets ready to bang out. Still Kenya at 13 and Tanzania at 0. We have the batter very ready on the batting box. Jersey number 19, Frida, who is ready at the batting box. ready at the batting box and gets out on the first base. The pressure increases. We have the pressure increase. Proceeds to second place. We have the third inning. Kenya still at 13, Tanzania at 0. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship. We have the next batter who is actually ready on the batting box. Jersey number 40. Zena. We have Zena on the batting box. Zena on the batting box. Zena, who actually gets a save at the first base while we have getting out on the second base. The pressure increases. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship. Kenya still at 13, Tanzania at 0. But the next batter, number 5, is actually in the batting box. Gerald on the batting box. Gerald on the batting box. Gerald on the batting box as she gets an out. And we have 3 outs from Tanzania. Kenya still at 13 and Tanzania at 0. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship being held at the African Nazarene University. Baseball 5 African Championship getting Kenya at 13 and Tanzania at 0. We have the Tanzania becoming in as the defense. Tanzania taking in as the defense. Tanzania taking in as the defense while the batter is actually in the batting box. Batter number 3, Miriam, who actually gets a save on her first base. The next batter coming in, jersey number 18, Katumo, jersey number 18, Katumo on the batting box, regenerating the energy and banging out in the game. Getting safe on the first base. Safe on the first base as Miriam proceeds to the second base. We have batter number 24 on the batting box. Harry on the batting box. Batter number 24 on the batting box. Batter number 24 on the batting box as she gets out on her first base. Out on the first base. We have Miriam and Katumo proceeding to the third base and second base. As we have the next batter, Delvin, coming in the batting box. Kenya still at 13 and Tanzania at 0. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship. Delvin on the batting box. Delvin on the batting box as she hits up and proceeds to her first base. Runs coming in for Kenya. Runs coming in for Kenya. 15 runs for Kenya, 0 runs for Tanzania. As you have batter number 33, Duncan. Batter number 33, Duncan. Batter number 33, Duncan, who is actually safe on the first base. We have Miriam on the batting box. Jersey number 3 on the batting box. Miriam on the batting box. Miriam on the batting box, who actually regenerates the energy, and we have another run coming in. An out. A run for Kenya, so as you have the next batter, jersey number 18 coming in. Jersey number 18, Katumo on the batting box, ready to take up the lead. Number 18 on the batting box, ready to take up the lead. Number 18 on the batting box, ready to take up the lead. as Duncan and Miriam are in the second base and first base. Katumu coming in the batting box to take up the lead. Katumu on the batting box. We have 16 runs for Kenya and 0 runs for Tanzania as Katumu takes in the lead. Called safe at the first base. Called fast as the first base as the bases are loaded and we have Harry coming in. Tanzania still struggling to actually get some moves out as Kenya gets into the 18. Tanzania still 0. Tanzania still struggles to actually stipulate out their energy and still get in runs. Tanzania still struggles to get people out as they have a 1 out as the next batter is on the batting box. Batter number 6 on the batting box. Delvin on the batting box. Tanzania strives in. Tanzania still thriving to get out. Tanzania still thriving to get an out as the next batter is on the batting box. Batter number 33, Duncan, as Tanzania still strive to get in the bat. More runs coming in for Kenya. More runs still coming in for Kenya. Batter number 1. Player number 1 from Tanzania still thriving out to get an out. Kenya 19 runs, Tanzania 0 runs. Tanzania still getting out the energy. Tanzania still getting out a thriving energy. Tanzania still getting a thriving energy. Kenya becomes with 19 runs and Tanzania with 0 runs. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship being held at the African Nazarene University. Baseball 5 African Championship being held at the African Nazarene University. We have Kenya with 19 runs and Tanzania with 0 runs. Tanzania still thriving to get out more. Tanzania still getting building up more energy. Building up more energy as you have 2 runners in the bases, third base and second base. Still thriving to build up more energy. Still thriving to build up more energy as Kenya runs with 19 runs and Tanzania with 0, having 2 outs. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship being held at the African Nazarene University. Kenya 19 runs and Tanzania with 0 runs. Tanzania still trying to get up new energy and being rejuvenated. The Baseball 5 African Championship being held at the African Nazarene University. As we have the next batter, Miriam, on the batting box. Batter with jersey number 3, Miriam on the batting box. Tries to get out on the first base. We have a change-up as Kenya comes to the defense. Kenya comes to the defense. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship. Kenya 19 and Tanzania 0. Baseball 5 African Championship being held at the African Nazarene University. Baseball 5 African Championship. Kenya at 19, while Tanzania at 0. The bottom of 4 as the Kenya comes into the defense. Kenya with 19 runs and Tanzania The pressure increases. The pressure increases. The pressure increases as the batter becomes safe on the first base. We have batter number 19 on the batting box. Batter number 19 on the batting box having gotten a fly ball. And now we have 2 outs from Tanzania. 2 outs from Tanzania. The pressure increases. We have a double play. The pressure increases as Kenya is 19, Tanzania to 0. And we have the next batter on the batting box. Batter number 1, Zena on the batting box. Zena on the batting box, who is actually safe for second. Wow, the pressure increases. Kenya at 19 while Tanzania at 0. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship as the next batter number 14 is on stage and tends to get an out. Kenya at 19 and Tanzania at 0. Let's now move into the final inning. What will happen? Wow, the pressure increases. Kenya at 19 while Tanzania at 0. Kenya at 19 and Tanzania at 0. Kenya at 19 while Tanzania at 0. There's a massive ruling. Congratulations players. Congratulations players. Kenya at 19. And now Kenya wins the second game with 19 runs. Kenya wins the second game with 19 runs. What about the fans? Wow, the pressure increases. The pressure increases. The pressure increases. What a wonderful game. Congratulations, players. Congratulations, players. Kenya banks the second game. Kenya banks the second game. Congratulations, players. Let's now run into a short break before the third game begins. It's time to eat. Ni masaa ya kukula, masaa ya tumbo.
And now that concludes the second game with Kenya winning against Tanzania.
Big shout out to
And
all
for the
fans.
players, the lunch will be served on the right side of this building. And there Kenya goes celebrating with the excited fans. This is the second game of this championship and Kenya has maintained their win.
Team Kenya celebrating.
That is Kenya now celebrating.
Let's go.
Second game, Kenyans are now celebrating.
Kenyan fans,
you can see they are very
we can
excited.
see you up there.
There goes Team Kenya for the second win of this championship.
A round of applause
for
to
the
Team
players,
Kenya as they celebrate the win against Uganda.
lunch will be served on
and
the other side of the
Tanzania
building, on the
to
right side
take
of the building. And that is Team Kenya celebrating their second win. We will have our third game after lunch. We will have our third game after lunch. And players are advised to go on the other side of the building, on the right side of the building, to take their lunch. We are now going to have some music as we wait for the third round, the third game. Elim.
Right. Mnavyoona team Kenya wanazunguka uwanja wakicelebrate ushindi wao dhidi ya team Tanzania na team Uganda. Tuwapongeze makoch na technical bench ya team Kenya kwa kazi safi. Take a short break and we'll be right back after lunch.
A round of applause. Now the game can officially start. You can have the group photo. A group photo, please. You can have a group photo. Now this is the last game of the day. Uganda versus Tanzania. Yes, it seems the teams now are ready. Tanzania is starting on the offense. That is Sindani, safe at first. This is Tanzania on the offense. Now batting is Freedom Saki, jersey number 19 for Tanzania. Second batter, there she goes. And the umpire has called both saves. Safe at first, safe at second. And now batting for Tanzania is Brown Manyama. 2 bases loaded for Team Tanzania. Brown now batting. There he goes. And the Tanzanians are making their first run. That is the first run for Tanzania by Sindani. Tanzania now with the first run. And now going for the outside the line. Now it's Ernesta Petro batting for Tanzania. There she goes. And that's a fly. And that's an out. Those are no run. Those are 2 outs. That was a powerful hit. Powerful hit from Ali. 2 bases. 2 bases now for Team Tanzania. And now back at bat is Sindani Katanga. Sindani is back. And there he goes. And those are 3 outs. Tanzania having 1 run against Uganda 0. And now Uganda will be on the offensive. They will try to make their first run today. First run in this game. But Uganda, Musa Bogere as the first batter. He's gonna try to be safe at first. And there he goes. A good hit. And the umpire has called safe at first. Safe at first. That is Musa. Now batting the second one is Eluk Bernard. Jersey number 9. And there goes Bernard. He's now batting for Uganda. There he goes, a powerful hit. And umpire is called safe. Both Bernard and Musa are safe. Safe at first, safe at second. Now, batter number 3 is Apoko Kevin. And there she goes. And Apoko is out. The rest are safe. That is 1 out. That is 1 out. Apoko is out. And now it goes to Morris. And there he goes. Made a toss. That's the first run for Uganda. That's the first run for Uganda. Now the score stands at 1-1. That is 1-1. Now batting Jazira. They're going to try to make their second run. And there she goes. Jazira is out. But we have a run. We have another run. We have another run for Uganda. Uganda now in the lead. And there goes Musa again. That was a good hit. And another run for Uganda. Another run for Uganda. Uganda now ahead. 3 runs against 1 of Tanzania. And that goes Bernard. A good hit. And the umpire scores safe. Safe at first, safe at second. Seems the Ugandans are determined to win this set. Now goes a Popo. Popo Kevin at bat. Popo Kevin at bat. And there she goes. And those are 3 outs. That's a change over to the next inning. That is the end of the first inning with Uganda in the lead with 3 runs against 1 of Tanzania. Now the Tanzanians are in the offense and they'll be looking to beat the Uganda in this inning. And now batting is Msaki. She be safe or out? And she's out. Out at first. Now is Brown. That is the first out, Tanzania. And there goes Brown. That was a powerful hit, and he's safe at first. The umpire has called safe at first. Safe at first. Now following is Ernesta. Now at bat is Ernesta. Will she be safe or out? Will she be safe or out? That is Ernesta from Tanzania. There she goes, there she goes. And that is an out. Ernesta is out. Ernesta has been called out. Now we have Ali. And there he goes. And they have been unable to get a run. But Ali is safe. And now starting again, Sindani. Batter number 1 for Tanzania. There he goes. That is Sindani, a powerful hit. And that is another run for Tanzania. Now Tanzania has 2 runs. 2 runs against 3. Tanzania now with 2 runs. They're catching up to Uganda. Now Tanzania on the offense. With Msaki at bat. And there she goes. A powerful hit by her. Unfortunately, she's out. Unfortunately, she's out. And now Uganda is taking on the offensive. Uganda now on the offensive. As they will be looking to widen the gap. There goes Morris. Safe at first, has been called safe at first. That was Morris, that's the number 11. And now it's Jazira. Jazira batting for Uganda. There she goes. And Jazira is out. Jazira is out. There goes Jazira is out while Morris is still safe. Morris is still safe at second. And now coming in is Musa again, the batter number 1 for Uganda. He's one of the best hitters for Uganda. And now there she goes. There he goes. That is Musa. A powerful hit, a powerful hit. And the Ugandans are looking to get another run. And it seems they have managed to stop them from getting a run. Now at bat is Bernard. Now batting is Bernard. And there he goes. A powerful hit. And Uganda have another run by Morris. Another round for Uganda by Morris. Now the score stands at 4 against 2 of Tanzania. Now batting is Apoko Kevin. There she goes. And umpires called her out. Musa is still safe. And Bernard is still safe. Kevin Apoko is out at first base. The score stands Uganda 4, Tanzania 2. This is the second inning, bottom of the second inning. That is Morris again. What a good hit. And those are 2 runs. Those are 2 runs for Uganda. Seems they are starting to widen the gap. Now Uganda with 6 runs against 2 of Tanzania. Now batting is Jazira. Jazira for Uganda. Ugandans are on the offense. And there she goes. There goes Jazira. And she batted out of the line. Those are 3 outs. That's a change of the inning. Ugandans are still in the lead with 6 runs against 2 of Tanzania. 6 runs against 2 of Tanzania. Now the Tanzania on the offensive. They will try to catch up to Uganda. There goes Brown. Will he be safe or out? Will he be safe? And the umpire has got safe. Brown is safe at first base. Brown is safe at first base. That was the first batter for Tanzania in this inning. This is the 3rd inning. And now taking a bat is Ernesta. And she's out from home. She was not able to make the ball past the line. Ernesta is out. That is 1 out. And there goes Ali. A powerful hit. Very powerful hit. And he's safe at first. Ali Mohammed is safe at first. And Sindani is back. Sindani, jersey number 6. Now batting for Tanzania. And there he goes. It was a good hit. And the Tanzanians are going for another run. And they managed to get another run. Those are 2 runs for Tanzania. Those are 2 runs for Tanzania. Just 2 more to catch up to Uganda. 2 more runs to catch up to Uganda. And now batting is Msaki Frida. And there she goes. That is Msaki Frida. There she goes. Tanga is safe, while Frida is out. Those are 2 outs. 2 outs for Tanzania. Still tracking behind Uganda by 2 runs. Now batting is Brown. Will be safe, and that is another run for Tanzania. Another run for Tanzania. Just 1 more remaining for them to catch up to Uganda. The scores now stands at Uganda 6, Tanzania 5. Now entering is Ernesta. Will she get the team this extra run or not? Brown at first base, while Ernesta now is batting, and there she goes. And that was a textbook move. And Ernesta now is safe at first. Just 1 more run to reach Team Uganda. That was Ernesta, and now it's Ali again. They are looking to get 1 run to reach Uganda. And it seems Ali ruined that. Ugandans on the offensive as they'll be looking to widen the gap again. And Tanzania will be looking to shatter their dreams. Now it's only 1 run behind. Uganda 6, Tanzania 5. And now starting at bat is Musa Bogere batting for Uganda. And there he goes. And he's safe at first. That is Musa Bogere. Now second at bat is Luke Bernard. This is Team Uganda on the offensive. This is Luke Bernard. They are looking to widen the gap. That was a powerful hit. And unfortunately, Musa is out. Musa is out while Bernard is safe. Musa is out. That was the lead runner, but unfortunately, he's out. And now entering the bat is Apoko Kevin. Apoko now, Kevin is batting. And Apoko is out. That was a good save by Katanga. That was a good save. It was almost an overthrow, but he managed to save it. The Ugandans, now there are 2 outs with no run in this inning. No run for Uganda. And there goes Maurice. There goes Maurice. And it seems they are getting another run now. That is a run for Uganda. That is a run for Uganda. Now Uganda with 7 runs against 5 of Tanzania. The Ugandans have added now an extra run. Still, they are still taking the lead. Ugandans are still taking the lead. Now with Jazira batting. There she goes. And that was a good hit. And Jazira is safe. Jazira is safe. And Morris is trying to go home. But unfortunately, he can't proceed. Now Musa is back again. 2 outs. There goes Musa, there goes Musa. And the umpire has called safe. Now batting is Luke Bernard. Now Jazira is trying to go home. Jazira is and they have managed to stop them. But now the bases are loaded for Uganda. Bases loaded for Uganda. This means this is a forced play. They all have to move. And there goes Apoko. And that is a run. And nobody's out. That was a textbook move, but they did not see it coming. The bases are still loaded with an additional run now. Uganda now with 9 runs against 5 of Tanzania. That was a very good play by Kevin Apoko, but they did not see coming. And now goes Morris again. And unfortunately, those are 3 outs. Now it will be a changeover. Those are 3 outs. Ugandans are ahead with 4 runs. And now Tanzania will be looking to catch up to them. Uganda 9, Tanzania 5. Now on the offensive is Tanzania. And Sindani is safe at first base. Sindani now is safe at first base. He will be looking to advance to second as Frida comes into bat. Sindani at first base as he'll be looking to go to second base. And there goes Frida. There she goes. And the ball is outside the line. That is an out. That is an out. 1 out. Tanzania now has 1 out and no run in this inning. This is the 4th inning. Tanzania on the offense now. There he goes. The umpire has called that an out because it hit the ball without bouncing on the ground. Now batting is Ernesta. Those are 2 outs. Tanzania now has 2 outs. Now batting is Ernesta. There she goes. She be safe. Out. Unfortunately, she's out. Those are 3 outs. Now a change over to the next inning. Now the Tanzanians are going on the defense. And the Ugandans will be looking to even wider the gap. They are ahead with 4 runs. And now Jazira at bat. There she goes. And umpire has called out. Jazira is out at first base. She was not able to reach there in time. Now Musa is at bat. There he goes. Powerful hit. They were not able to catch it. That was a very powerful hit by Musa, one of the best hitters for Uganda. And there comes another good hitter from Uganda. That is Bernard. This is Uganda on the offensive. And they are both safe. Both Musa and Bernard are safe. Safe at first and safe at second. Now comes Apoko. There goes Apoko. Should be trying to advance the teammates. And they're all safe. The umpire has called safe. Musa has survived an onslaught, but he is safe. Safe at third. Now the bases are loaded. This is a forced play now. They will all be looking to move forward. And now batting is Maurice. There he goes. Those are 2 outs. Out at home. The bases are still loaded. Now batting is Jazira. The bases are still loaded. And there she goes. And Jazira is out. Those are 3 outs. And now Uganda on the defense while the Tanzanians take the offense. Uganda still in the lead with 9 runs against 5 of Tanzania. And now batting for Tanzania. It's Ali. The Tanzanians will be looking to catch up to Uganda. The Ugandans are 4 runs ahead of Tanzania. And now batting is Ali. There he goes. Will he be safe or out? And the umpire has called out. That was a nice throw by Jazira. And Ali is out. That is 1 out. And now batting is Thiani. Batter number 2 for this inning. There he goes. That was hit the board again. He's out. Those are 2 outs. Now batting is Msaki. She managed to be safe. And there she goes. That is Msaki Frida. And too bad. Those are 3 outs. Tanzania were unable to make any run in that inning. The score stands at Uganda 9, Tanzania 5. This was the first set. Ugandans taking the lead. we're going to take a short break as we wait for the second set. Elim. Elim, you can play some music as we wait for the set to resume.
Getting out the energy, getting out the energy. Free down the batting box, and there she goes, gets a hit, but so sad, she's out on the first base. Let's go third batter with new energy, as Tanzanians in the field just await for the ball. Batter number 6. Tanzanians go now to the defense. Tanzanians go to the defense. Tanzanians go to the defense as they await to bang out the Uganda. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Batter number 10 on the batting box. Batter number 10, Musa and Safe on the first base. Safe on the first base. We have the next batter from Uganda. Batter number 9. Bernard, Safe on the first base. Safe on the first base. We have a run from Uganda, run from Musa from Uganda, as Bernard proceeds to the third base. The next batter on the batting box, getting ready to make out a hit. Batter number 3. Ooh, and saves on the first base. Oh, out on the second. Batter number 3 out on the second base, as the next batter leads to the batting box. Batter number 4, Jazira on the batting box. And she gets a foul, which is actually an out. The next batter on the batting box, batter number 6, Lydia, who gets a safe on the first base. Lydia, who gets a safe on the first base. Lydia, who gets a safe on the first base and runs to the second base, as we have batter number 10 on the batting box. Musa on the batting box. This Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania 0 runs, Uganda 2 runs. And we have Musa, jersey number 10, eagerly waiting on the batting box. We can see Tanzanians with their eyes wide open, waiting to see where the ball will actually come from, and the pressure increases. The pressure increases as Musa awaits on the batting box, and the Tanzanians, their eyes wide open, waiting to receive the ball. We have Uganda, Lydia at the second base, waiting to see if she'll actually proceed to the second base.
this Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda, Tanzania 0 and Uganda 2. Musa still waiting on the batting box, waiting to see his feet. Pressure creases. Oh, so unfortunate. Lydia is golden out. Lydia is called out, and we have Tanzania with 0 runs and Uganda with 2 runs. This Baseball 5 African Championship, Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda, Tanzania at 0 while Uganda with 2 runs. Uganda is now the defense. Uganda is now the defense. As the Tanzanian batter is ready for the hit. Tanzanians with eyes wide open waiting to receive the ball. As we have batter number 14 on the batting box. Batter number 14, so unfortunate, out on the first base. And we have batter number 5 from Tanzania. Anesta on the batting box. Anesta on the batting box. And you already have her out on the first base. The Ugandans are ready with their eyes wide open. Pressure increases. Pressure increases. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship. Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania 0, Uganda 2. As we have batter number 10 on the batting box. As you wait for the umpires calling and he's safe. The next batter, we have batter number 9. Batter number 9. Number 10 is out. Musa is out. But number 9 is safe. The next batter, we have batter number 3. Batter number 3, Kevin Apoko. Twende sasa, ndo hiyo. Out. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship. Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania 0, Uganda 2. As we have the next batter. As we have the next batter, number 6, who actually raises curiosity. Ndo hiyo. Safe. As we have a run coming in from batter number 9, a run coming in from Bernard, and Uganda goes in with 3 and Tanzania 0. Curiosity still arises. Curiosity still arises as we have batter number 4 on the move. We have a safe calling on the second base and third base, and the pressure creases. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania at 0 and Uganda at 3, as we have the next batter number 10 on the batting box. Musa on the batting box. Pressure creases, and is now out because of a ball that did not actually touch the ground. We have a change as the Uganda take in the defense. Kumewaka moto, pressure creases. Ugandan eyes wide open to actually take in any ball that comes, as we have batter number 19 from Tanzania on the batting box. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship. Batter number 19 called out. Wow. Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania 0, Uganda 3, as the next batter awaits and eagerly gets a save on the first base. Haya, kumewaka moto, watafika second kweli. The next batter gets in the batting box. We have the next batter getting on the batting box. Ugandans eagerly waiting to actually catch out the ball. Haya, ndo hiyo sasa, and the two actually get out. Double play. The Tanzania actually get into the defense. Tanzanians get into the defense. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania 0, Uganda 3. As we have the next batter, the batting box. Aya, wamegonga chini. Mambo imechemka. The pressure is getting hotter and hotter. Batter number 9 on the hit. Batter number 9. Pressure creases. Pressure creases as we await for a call. Aya, mambo imechemka. Aya, the pressure creases. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania 0, Uganda 4. Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania 0, Uganda at 4. Let's now await for the umpires calling. Aya, ndo hiyo sasa, mambo imechemka. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania at 0 and Uganda at 4. A safe calling at the second base, a safe calling after the consultation, and the pressure creases, guys. We have the next batter on stage, the next batter on the batting box, the next batter on the batting box, batter number 10, who actually gets a save on the first base. The bases are actually loaded and the batters need to move. What will actually be the fate? Will we have a run? Let's wait and see. The next batter on stage, batter number 9, who actually gets a hit, and a run comes in. We have the next batter, batter number 3, and we have some runs coming in while the batter is safe and proceeds to second base. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania at 0 while Uganda at 6, as we have the next batter on the batting box. Batter number 6, Lydia on the batting box, who actually gets an out on the first base. We have a changeover. We have a changeover where Uganda comes to the defense. We have a change where the Uganda comes to the defense and the pressure increases, guys. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania at 0 while Uganda at 6. Batter number 5 on the batting box. Batter number 5 on the batting box. Anesta on the batting box. The Ugandans eagerly waiting to actually receive the balls. Called an out at the first base. Anesta called an out at the first base as the next batter awaits. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania at 0 while Uganda at 6. And we have the next batter, batter number 1, who actually gets an out on the first base. We have the next batter. We have Frida on the batting box. Frida on the batting box, who actually makes a majestic hit and gets safe on the first base. We have the next batter, batter number 6. Thiani, who actually makes a majestic hit and gets to the first base as Frida proceeds to the second base. Wow. Getting into the next batter. Getting into the next batter as we have the second and the first base loaded. Batter number 14. Zena, and out on the third base because it's actually a forced play and all needed actually to move. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania at 0 and Uganda at 6. Tanzanians take in the lead to defend as the Ugandans actually make a move for the hits. We have batter number 4 on the stage. Batter number 4 who is actually out. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. We have the next batter on stage, on the batting box. The next batter number 10, Musa, who actually gets a save on the first base. Baseball 5 African Championship as the next batter takes hand in the batting box. Batter number 9, Bernard. Batter number 9, Bernard. Batter number 9, Bernard, who actually gets a save on the first base as a run comes in from Bernard on batter number 10 on the Ugandan side. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania at 0 and Uganda at 7. We have the next batter on stage. We have the next batter on the batting box, who actually eagerly awaits for hits, for the hit and is ready to actually take the next batter on the second base, but it's so unfortunate. They just head and out because it's actually a forced play. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania at 0 while Uganda at 7. As we have the next batter on stage, batter number 6, Lydia Lydia, who actually gets an out on the first base, making 3 outs, and a change needs to be done. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania at 0 and Uganda at 7. Tanzania at 0 and Uganda at 7, while Tanzania awaits to make runs, as Ugandans are actually eyes wide open to actually get lead on the balls. Batter number 5 on the stage, Ernest, batting box, and now gets an out. Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania at 0 and Uganda at 7, while the next batter eagerly awaits to make a hit. We have batter number 1, who is actually safe on the first base. We have the next batter coming in the batting box. We have Frida on the batting box. Frida on the batting box. Frida on the batting box, who actually makes a majestic move and makes a hit that actually makes number 1 to actually go on the second base and her safe on the first base. The next batter coming in on the batting box in style. The next batter coming on the batting box in style to actually make a move that will make her fellow. Oh, what a move! What a move as Uganda moves so fast to actually protect a run that will actually come in. Just wow. The next batter comes in stage. The next batter comes in the batting box. We have the next batter coming in the batting box. Batter number 14, Zena, who actually gets an out and makes 3 outs, and therefore a change needs to be done. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda. Tanzania 0 and Uganda 7. Tanzania 0 and Uganda 7. Tanzania 0 and Uganda 7. And the game comes to a halt. Congratulations, players. Congratulations, players. Congratulations, players. Congratulations, players. That was actually awesome. That was actually awesome. This is the Baseball 5 African Championship, Tanzania versus Uganda, where we had Uganda taking in the lead. We had Uganda taking in the lead. Congratulations, Uganda, for the win, and congratulations, Tanzania. Congratulations. Congratulations, players. Congratulations, players. Congratulations, players. This was the Baseball 5 African Championship. This was the Baseball 5 African Championship. Baseball 5 African Championship, as the Uganda takes in the lead.